can I share with you a secret that even by the time they are 60, the majority of women never learn? You don't even need to touch your skincare, hair, or cosmetics to alter the complete appearance of your face. The proper neckline is all that is required. Indeed, the mere shape of your collar can quickly make you appear more refined by lifting your jawline and brightening your face. Additionally, the majority of women wear the incorrect one every day. One of the most effective styling tools we have as we age is our neckline. In actuality, your face is framed by your neckline. And the first thing that people notice, relate to, and remember about you is your face. A slight change in the collar shape might make your neck appear longer, elevate your shoulders, and even smooth the jaw's small creases. Fashion hype is not what this is. Stylists refer to it as visual architecture, and it becomes much more important after 60. Perhaps you've experienced this. A top you adored 20 years ago suddenly doesn't fit properly when you put it on. You are unable to explain it. You modify it. Pull on it, something doesn't feel right. You're not the one. You now have different proportions. You now have a different stance. There is a slight softening of your jawline. And the neckline that used to make you feel good just doesn't. Fortunately, there are necklines that rapidly restore equilibrium. I'll show you the top 5 necklines for women over 60 today, along with the reasons behind them. They approach their work from a posture, style, and psychological perspective. These are not fads. These classic shapes highlight your best qualities. First, let's talk about the neckline that instantly lifts you without looking forced. The V-neck is the earliest type of neckline. Without a doubt, one of the most effective necklines available to ladies over 60 is the V-neck. Why? Because vertical lines are what the eye naturally follows. Additionally, it has a mystical effect when your neckline forms a straight, vertical root. It makes the face look better. You'll notice it particularly if you've noticed that your neck appears shorter than it formerly did, or that your jawline is softer. That is immediately counterbalanced by a V-neck. Our posture slightly shifts after the age of 60. It's quite normal for women to develop a slight forward tilt in their heads and shoulders. However, a high or closed neckline can accentuate this, giving the impression that the neck is shorter and the chest is heavier. The opposite is true of a V-neck. It offers the appearance of an elevated upper body, expands the chest, and adds apparent length. You appear lighter, more balanced, and more sophisticated as a result. Now, not every V-neck is made equally. Instead of making a deep plunge, the objective is to produce a soft, graceful entrance. This is the general guideline. The most attractive spot to start your V is typically 2 fingers below your collarbone. Without bringing the viewer's gaze too low, it frames the face. 3 lovely choices. The shallow V, ideal for softer personalities, professional environments, and modesty. If you have a larger bust or broad shoulders, the soft V, where the V is softly rounded, is perfect. Knit shirts and jackets frequently include the structured V, elegant, tidy, clean, and sharp. The proper refining of depth. Distraction is caused by the incorrect depth, and your superpower beyond 60 is refining. If you have a square or round face, a bigger bust, wider shoulders, a shorter neck, or a softer jawline, the V-neck is very attractive. It aids in balancing the angles that nature provides and lengthening the curves. You'll see the difference right away, even if you've never worn a V-neck. You feel as though someone has improved your posture. There is a slight psychological change that occurs because the neckline opens upward, wear a V-neck. You often feel a little more confident. Stand taller and raise your chest. We feel differently in a wrap dress than in a crew neck tee for the same reason. The way we carry ourselves is influenced by the neckline structure. This is the point at which style turns into self-improvement. You automatically act in a lifted manner when you dress in a style that makes you seem better. Wear items that accentuate the vertical line of your V-neck to make the most of it. Some suggestions: a beautiful V-shaped pendant necklace, a cozy cardigan left uncovered, a matte wrap dress, neutral-colored V-neck sweaters, blazers with a V-shaped opening. Just keep in mind that the cleaner the line, the stronger the impact. The V-neck is, in fact, the neckline that complements you rather than works against you. Without your intervention, it lifts, lengthens, and refines. And as you're discussing the most generally attractive neckline, let's move on to the stunning boat neck, which is sophisticated, classic, and ideal for harmonizing your proportions. One of the most elegant necklines available for women over 60 is the boat neck. It leads the eye over the shoulders, softly widens the upper body, and draws attention to the collarbone. One of a mature woman's most timelessly attractive features. It doesn't provide much information. It doesn't require care. It just softly and boldly raises you. As we get older, many ladies observe a modest forward rounding of their shoulders. That's typical. Posture might change after years of employment, caring, and just living. One of the few necklines that can visibly remedy this is a boat neck. Because it runs horizontally, it gently widens the shoulder line, giving the impression of improved proportion and posture, even when you're standing. Naturally, your body is practically reminded to open up without your conscious awareness. If you have narrow or sloping shoulders, a larger or pear-shaped lower body, a softer jawline, a longer neck, or a small to medium bust, the boat neck is very attractive. The boat neck elegantly restores equilibrium if you've ever felt that your upper torso appears smaller than your lower half. It provides just the right amount of width to provide that graceful, well-balanced profile. The simplicity of the boat neck is what gives it such power. Even in informal ensembles, it produces a clean, seamless line from shoulder to shoulder. The boat neck actually has a very French grace to it. It suggests sophistication. When you want to look put together without looking like you tried too hard, you choose this neckline. Because it attracts soft light to the face and brightens the upper chest, it is also very photogenic. Select a boat neck that is near to the collarbone, not too high nor too wide, for the most attractive appearance. Think about these suggestions. To prevent sagging in the cold, go for heavier fabrics. Steer clear of rib knits that lose shape and stretch out. Select a boat neck with soft construction if you have a larger bust. Don't wear much jewelry. The work is already done for you by this neckline. And now is the perfect time if you adore earrings. The earring style without taking center stage thanks to a boat neck that exquisitely frames the face. Many women tell me that wearing a boat neck makes them feel more sophisticated, polished, and grounded. You get the energy of quiet assurance from this neckline. Clothing carries energy. For women seeking effortless elegance, the boat neck is a classic choice. It gives the upper body a lovely balance, widens where you want it to, and softens where you want it to. Let's go now into a neckline that maintains everything soft and attractive while adding subtle delicacy and openness. The neck scoop, one of the most delicate and universally attractive necklines for ladies over 60, is the scoop neck. Why? Because it creates a gentle curving opening in the chest region that directs light upward towards the face. It doesn't conflict with your inherent characteristics. It is quite forgiving since it works with them, especially as the neckline gets softer with age. Two visual changes are common as we become older. The jawline softens, and the upper chest loses some of its natural fullness. Restoring that visual harmony is much easier with a scoop neck. The circular shape creates the appearance of lift and fullness. It frames the face so that the jawline and chin appear more sophisticated. Although it's modest, the impact is strong. The improper scoop neck can feel revealing because not all scoop necks are the same. Selecting the appropriate width and depth for your proportions is the key. The golden rules. For women over 60, a medium scoop is the most attractive, just low enough to stretch the neck without making too much of it visible. Middle scoops balance a bigger bust and soften sharp shoulders. Steer clear of really deep scoops. They might add years rather than subtract them and draw the eye downward. You've achieved the sweet spot if your scoop neck softly frames your collarbones. For women with angular features, the scoop neck is a gift. Or strong shoulder lines, narrow shoulders, a smaller to medium bust, a longer or more prominent neck, or sharp jawlines. However, the scoop neck still functions flawlessly even if you don't meet these criteria. It's one of the few necklines that can fit practically any body type. A scoop neck's natural open area makes styling it a breeze, which is one of its best features. You can keep things basic or add jewelry. A few tasteful choices. Necklaces with short pendants that are slightly over the neckline. Delicate chains are layered to create a gentle feminine look. If you want to direct attention upward, choose statement earrings. The rounded form looks well with a fitting jacket or cardigan. Generally, a scoop neck in silk or satin is simply elegant for evening wear. The emotive softness of the scoop neck is what gives it such a unique feel. It fosters transparency in both your appearance and your demeanor. The scoop neck is forgiving, soft, and feminine. It draws attention to the beauty that doesn't change with age. The openness of your stance, the curvature of your collarbone, and the warmth in your face. Let's now switch to a neckline that offers quick gloss, refinement, and structure. The shirt with a collar. One of the most underappreciated necklines for ladies over 60 is the collared shirt. Although many people consider structured collars to be overly formal or rigid, they can actually be among the most attractive items you place close to your face. Because a small change occurs as soon as you put on a collared shirt. Your jawline appears more defined. You appear to have a longer neck. Naturally, your posture straightens. Our features soften with age. That is a component of the organic grace that develops throughout time. However, too much softness can make the face appear less defined in real life or on camera if there is no contrast. A color with structure functions as a soft frame. It creates contrast in the face, strengthening the jawline and elevating the shoulders. Clean lines are used by architects for the same purpose. They give the appearance of refinement to everything around them. Selecting the appropriate style is crucial because not all colors are attractive. 3 exquisitely attractive choices. The soft-colored blouse adds structure without being stiff, giving it a feminine, carefree appearance. 1 or 2 buttons undone, and the open collar buttoned down. This softens the structure and lengthens the neck in a modest V-shape. A simple, sophisticated option that provides support without overpowering the neckline is the mandarin color. Balance, structure for definition, and softness for elegance are crucial. If your jawline is round or soft, a colored neckline looks great. Narrow shoulders, a shorter neck, a bigger bust that requires balance, or the perception that having high necklines makes you appear closed off. Glasses-wearing women also look fantastic in structured colors. They complement the crisp lines of the frames in a lovely way. Some ladies steer clear of colored tops because they are concerned that the appearance is too severe or formal. However, the key is to softly style them. Give it a try. Select materials such as soft linen, cotton, sateen, or blends of silk. For convenience and comfort, slightly roll the sleeves. To prevent a closed, boxy appearance, leave the top button open. Add a short pendant, little gold hoops, or delicate jewelry. You're not attempting to project a business image. You're enhancing your inherent elegance with the collar. A lovely approach to subtly add clarity, poise, and polish to your outfit is with a collared shirt. It instantly adds structure without compromising comfort and frames your face in the most attractive way. Let's now examine a neckline that incorporates grace, movement, and softness. The cowl neck is always attractive. One of the most romantic and forgiving necklines available to women over 60 is the cowl neck. The delicate waterfall impression produced by the soft draping softens the shoulders, adds natural movement close to the face, and flattens the neck. This neckline works in tandem with time rather than in opposition to it. The skin around the neckline may grow thinner or more rough as we age. This makes some women feel self-conscious, and they begin to steer clear of anything that calls attention to themselves. However, this is the cowl neck's power. It hides without hiding. The drape provides coverage while softening the region organically and producing a sophisticated face illumination effect. It's the ideal blend of style and comfort. Cowls come in a variety of styles, necks, and picking the appropriate one is crucial. For women with a larger bust, a shallow cowl is ideal for the most attractive appearance. Without adding bulk, it enhances suppleness. If you have a smaller chest or narrow shoulders, a deeper, looser cowl looks lovely. It balances the upper body by producing fullness. For winter, thicker knits and a structured cowl provide warmth and shape. Gentle draping, neither too much nor too little fabric, is the aim. It's all about balance. If you have a long or slender neck, narrow or sloping shoulders, a smaller breast, a more prominent collarbone, or you desire softness close to your face without exposing too much skin, a cowl neck is very attractive. However, the cowl neck's versatility is what makes it so beautiful. Surprisingly, many women who steer clear of low necklines feel confident and at ease in this one. Cowl necks look great with few accessories because the draping serves as the main attraction. Here are some styling suggestions. Don't wear necklaces. Instead, go for bold earrings. Create a contrast between softness and harsh lines. Add a structured blazer. Select materials that drape nicely. Soft knits are blended with jersey silk. A knitted cowl provides warmth without adding bulk to the face during the cold. Consider the cowl neck to have an inherent sophistication. No additional styling is required. Any ensemble benefits from the cowl neck's softness, comfort, and elegance. It enhances your appearance, brings comfort, and accentuates your inherent attractiveness without requiring any accessory. As we conclude, keep in mind that luxury is more than just the logo. It has to do with how you dress, the purpose of each layer, and your self-assurance. These three strategies may transform even the most basic winter attire into looks that are sophisticated, costly, and easily sophisticated. I would be delighted to hear from you now. Which of these three secrets are you going to use first? Let me know in the comments. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and enable notifications so you never miss a new upload if you like this video and would want more style, color, and confidence advice tailored to women over 60. Check out the videos I've included here on the screen if you're looking for more in-depth style ideas. I appreciate you viewing, and keep in mind that you should always feel and look luxurious.